सब लोग? होप सो आप सब बहुत बढ़िया होंगे और अपनी स्टडीज एंजॉय कर रहे होंगे। तो अब हम लोग एडमिशन ऑफ द पार्टनर के एक न्यू सीरीज में आ गए हैं। हम लोगों ने डिटरमिनेशन ऑफ गेनिंग और सैक्रिफाइसिंग रेशियो कंप्लीट कर लिया था। होप सो आपने वो सारे क्वेश्चंस बना लिए होंगे। अगर आपने सारे क्वेश्चंस बना लिए हैं तो हम लोग नेक्स्ट सीरीज ऑफ वीडियो के साथ आपके पास में अवेलेबल हैं। और इस वीडियो में हम लोग क्या देखने वाले हैं, हम लोग कुछ धमाल कमाल करने वाले हैं नए पार्टनर्स को लेकर के। क्या होगा यहाँ तो हम लोग ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ गुडविल देखेंगे। व्हाट वी विल स्टडी हियर, वी विल स्टडी द ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ गुडविल, हाउ द गुडविल विल बी ट्रीटेड इन केस अ न्यू पार्टनर विल बी एडमिटेड इन द पार्टनरशिप फर्म। क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना है, क्या मेथड्स है, नहीं मेथड्स, एंड व्हाट आर द जर्नल एंट्रीज दैट टू बी पास्ड इन केस ऑफ रेक्टिफाइंग, इन केस ऑफ जस्ट you are recording the journal entries for the goodwill method out here. Then we are having the discussion and the discussion has been divided into 5 different segments. ठीक है, हम लोग 5 different segment में distribution कर दिए हैं इसका and we are going to have the discussion segment wise. हम लोग एक एक करके इन सारे points का discussion करेंगे and we'll get to know कि हमें क्या क्या चीजें देखनी है। तो in case first of all we are going to have the brief introduction of the topic, what is this accounting treatment for the valuation of goodwill in case of partnership firm. So let us simply understand that concept is that whenever a new partner is being admitted into the partnership firm, then that partner is going to take the shares from the old partners. Rather, it can be all the old partners who are going to sacrifice their shares, or there are some old partners who are going to sacrifice their shares and some are not going to sacrifice their shares. But the scene is that whenever there is a sacrifice of shares being done, जब भी sacrifice of shares होता है, in that case it is very important that we should compensate the sacrificing partner. We should compensate the sacrificing partner because in the coming future that sacrificing partner is going to sacrifice his or her profit shares, and that partner is not readily available and is not going to get the things done as per the previous agreement. He is not going to get the profit share as per the previous agreement, and the new partner is just, you can say, he is purchasing that profit share from the old partner, and that's why the goodwill of the firm is it is just, you can say, the goodwill of the firm is valued, and the new partner will pay off the goodwill amount of the goodwill share, that is called the premium of goodwill to the sacrificing partner. सिंपल सा कंसेप्ट है भैया। नया पार्टनर आ रहा है, नया पार्टनर आएगा तो क्या होगा, नया पार्टनर आएगा तो भाई हमारे पास में ये प्रॉब्लम आएगी कि कैसे कैसे हम लोग अब नए पार्टनर को पैसा दें। तो नए पार्टनर को पैसा देने के लिए the thing which is very important is that the old partner is to sacrifice the shares, and in this process of sacrificing the shares he is going to sacrifice the profit sharing ratio in the coming future, and he is going to sacrifice the profit capability. And that's why if a new partner is having that profit capability, he will be going to pay off the old partner or the sacrificing partner in the form of premium for goodwill. Now, premium for goodwill, for the total calculation of the premium for goodwill, what we have to do, we have to value the goodwill of the firm, and as per the chapter of the valuation of goodwill, we are very well known about the calculations and the formulas which are required for the valuation of the goodwill, and we have to do the valuation as per the given formulas and as per the given topics what we have already studied in the chapter of valuation of goodwill. If you haven't studied that chapter, please go and study that chapter. I will provide the link in the I button. Once you have studied that chapter of the valuation of goodwill, it will become very easy for you to calculate the value of the goodwill, and from that valued goodwill you have to now take up the share of the sacrificing partner, and that amount will be compensated by the gaining partner or the new partner to the sacrificing partner. And the entries what we have to put on or record in our books of accounts, in the books of the partnership firm, that we have to study upon. And there are 5 different cases. Please write down all these 5 different cases in your copy or take a snapshot of this. We have 5 different cases which we are going to have the discussion upon. The first case is when the goodwill amount will be paid privately. What is this case of goodwill about being paid privately? तो बेटा दिस इज द सिंपलेस्ट थिंग वेयर यू डोंट नीड टू डू एनीथिंग, आपको कुछ करना ही नहीं है। एंड ध्यान रखिएगा अकाउंट्स के अंदर कुछ ना करना भी करने के बराबर होता है, बिकॉज इफ यू डोंट हैव टू पास एनी जर्नल एंट्री और इफ यू डोंट हैव टू रिकॉर्ड अ थिंग एंड यू हैव जस्ट रिकॉर्डेड दैट थिंग, दैट इज आल्सो एन एरर, दैट इज आल्सो एन एरर। ठीक है, तो प्लीज बी श्योर दैट इन द फर्स्ट केस व्हेन द गुडविल विल बी पेड प्राइवेटली, व्हाट द circumstances is, what the scenario is, the scenario is just simple like that. A gaining partner would just value the amount of goodwill to be shared to the sacrificing partner, and without bringing in any money to the business, to the partnership firm, he privately sits down with the sacrificing partner and made the payment to that sacrificing partner. This is the first step and it is the first method when the goodwill amount is paid privately. And under this method, when the goodwill is paid privately, since no amount has been bring to the partnership firm, there will be no entry required on the part of the partnership firm book. We don't need to pass any journal entry in the first case, and this you have to write in your answer book if the question has been provided to you that the goodwill amount has been paid privately. In that case, for example, the valuation of firm's goodwill is rupees 1 lakh and half of the share has been taken by a new partner, then 50,000 rupees will be paid by the new partner to the sacrificing partner out of the firm. It means that nonetheless that 50,000 rupees will be taken by the firm and it will be distributed among the sacrificing partner. No, firm is nowhere involved in this. The sacrificing partner and the gaining partner both are sitting and they are just doing the adjustments, and in that case when the firm is not involved out there is no need to pass out any entry in the firm's books of accounts. And this is the first method when the goodwill is paid privately. Privately का मतलब क्या हो गया भाई, आपस में पेमेंट कर लिया, आपस में एक दूसरे को चुका दिया पैसा, ठीक है, that is called paid privately. Under the case of paid privately, if that case has been provided in your books, you have to write that no journal entry required, and this is also a part where you will be evaluated. Okay, now please be sure that you write out in this case that no journal entry is required and no journal entry is to be need to be passed in this case. Hope so the first case is crystal clear to you. Now we are coming to the second case when bringing in the goodwill by the new partner in cash and check and retained in the business. The second case is that goodwill is being valued for the firm. Now from that valuation, that part of goodwill which has to be shared by the new partner is being taken out, is taken out, and that portion of the goodwill which the new partner has to bring in order to become the partner of the firm is carried on in the books of accounts of the firm, and an entry would be passed in the books of accounts, first for the bringing of the goodwill by the new partner, and second for the distribution of that premium for goodwill between the sacrificing partner, and it will be retained in the books. Means that when the sacrificing partner's capital account will be credited, no any further entry is going to be required in case number 2. Then the complete entry is completed. This is the segment where the goodwill is brought in by the new partner or the admitting partner, and that amount is being distributed between the sacrificing partner and held on. Held on means no further treatment is going to be done out from there. Though we are discussing about that thing in complete detail. Right now we are going to have an illustration and just going to give it in complete detail what journal entries are required for that. Hold on with your pen and paper and we are going to have that discussion. Now we are going to have the discussion about the second topic in which the premium for goodwill has been bringing in cash or by the new partner and it is retained in the business. What are the accounting treatment we have to do? We have to just discuss this right now. For example, we are having two partners A and B, and a new partner C has been admitted into the firm, and for the admissions process C has to bring in rupees 1 lakh for the sake of capital, 1 lakh rupees for the sake of capital, and rupees 10,000 as his share of goodwill. Now the thing is that we have to pass the journal entries and such that the sacrificing ratio between A and B is 1:1. Sacrificing ratio between A and B is 1:1. Means they are sacrificing their shares in the in equal ratio. Now the case is that for this we have to do the journal entries. We have to pass on the journal entries in the books of the partnership firm. The simple logic here is that C has been admitted as a new partner, and the date of admission C is bringing out rupees 1 lakh for the share of his capital and rupees 10,000 for his share of goodwill. Remind me beta, here remind it beta that the goodwill rupees 10,000 is the share of premium for goodwill of C. It is not the total value of the goodwill of the firm. Here you can be provided with a question in which the total value of goodwill of the firm can be given, and in that case you have to find out the share of goodwill of the new partner. Here it has already been given rupees 10,000 as his own share. A question can be also like that कि the total value of the share of goodwill is rupees 3 lakhs, and you have to find out the share of the new or incoming partner by multiplying it with the profit share of that partner. Whatever is the profit share of that partner is gaining from the business, and you have to distribute that amount of goodwill which has been arrived at in between the sacrificing ratio, in between the sacrificing partner in their sacrificing ratio. Here I have taken, for the sake of convenience, the sacrificing ratio is 1:1, and the goodwill amount has also been taken as rupees 10,000. It is the share of the goodwill of that partner who is coming to the business. Now the journal entry as would required in this case would be, journal entry number 1 would be, first, cash or bank account debit rupees 1,10,000. Remind you, it is rupees 1,10,000 because 1 lakh is the amount of capital and 10,000 is his share of goodwill. Okay, that person is bringing rupees 1,10,000 to the firm, and two, C's capital account. Out of this rupees 1,10,000, 1 lakh rupees is the amount of the capital and 2 premium for goodwill. Premium for goodwill. What is the amount for premium for goodwill? It is rupees 10,000, and this rupees 10,000 is the amount which we have to distribute among that partner, among the partners who are sacrificing for the incoming of partners, who are sacrificing their shares. And here in our example, A and B both are sacrificing equally. It means that premium for goodwill will be distributed among A and B in their sacrificing ratio. So what will be the journal entry? Premium for goodwill account debit rupees 10,000 to A's capital account half amount, that is 5,000, and to B's capital account 5,000, because the sacrificing ratio is equal. These are the two journal entries which are required to be passed in case the goodwill is bringing, the amount of goodwill is bringing by the new partner, and it will be retained in the business. It will be retained in the business. Okay. Now the question arises, if the existing goodwill is also there in the books of account, then you know the treatment of the existing goodwill. That existing goodwill will be written off among the old partners in their old profit sharing ratio. You better know about the logic also, and you know about the accounting treatment. In that case, all the previous partners or all the old partners capital account will be debited, and goodwill account will be credited with the total amount in their old profit sharing ratio to write off the effect of the existing goodwill which is already appearing in the books of accounts, that you know very well. If that happens to be there in the question, you should firstly write off the existing goodwill from the books of the accounts, and then pass on the journal entries for recording of the new goodwill and the premium which is brought in by the new partner, and the distribution of the premium among the sacrificing partner in their sacrificing ratio. This is very much important out there. Okay. In that case, if you are not provided with the sacrificing ratio directly, then in order to find out the sacrificing ratio, you have to go on with the discussion of old profit sharing ratio and the new profit sharing ratio, and you have to find out the sacrificing share of the old partners, that you know better how to find out the sacrificing ratio of a particular partner. I am going to take an example in which the profit sharing ratio between the old partner. Now take up the example, and it is the PSR between A and B 1:1. And now since C has been admitted for 1/4 share, 1/4 share, we are here now not known about the sacrificing ratio, because we are provided with the old PSR and we are provided with the share of C. In this case beta, first of all you have to calculate the new PSR. You know the technique of calculating the new PSR, and then you have to calculate the sacrificing ratio in order to distribute the amount of premium for goodwill. Keep it in mind that you won't have to distribute the amount of capital in the sacrificing ratio. Please keep it in mind, because capital is the part of the C's new projection. It is not, it is the claim of C over the partnership firm. No, it is not a claim of the sacrificing partner, it is the claim of C. So capital account will not be distributed in any case. In any case you won't have to distribute the capital account, but you have to distribute the share of goodwill. Now the question arises that, sir, whether in all the questions we will be provided with the share of premium for goodwill? No beta, you won't be provided with the share of goodwill in all the questions. There will be some questions in which you have to firstly find out the value of goodwill of the firm by utilizing either the adjusted average profit method, weighted average profit method, super profit method, or any of the capitalization method what we have studied in the value of goodwill chapter. First of all you have to calculate the value of goodwill, then you have to calculate the sacrificing ratio, and now when the new partners ratio will be known to you, just multiply that value of goodwill of the firm with the new partners share, and then you will get the goodwill amount, and that amount of goodwill will be redistributed among the sacrificing partners in their sacrificing ratio. Hope that makes you clear in your mind that a question may come in your examination, in your board examinations, where from the scratch you have to do all the treatment. First of all you have to find the value of the goodwill, then you have to go on with the valuation of the goodwill of the firm, then you have to restrict it to the valuation of the goodwill share of the incoming partner, and then distributing that premium for goodwill bring in by the incoming partner between the sacrificing partner by passing out these entries. Okay, so remind you that you can be given with the valuation of goodwill in admission. Goodwill valuations questions neither are asked separately nor they have to be made separately in the books in your board examinations. Rather you have to be making an adjustment over there in the question of admission or change in profit sharing ratio. The board will ask you to value the goodwill as an adjustment, not as a separate question rather. Okay, so please make it very clear that either in the case of change in PSR or in the case of admission or retirement or death, you will be provided with an adjustment for calculation of values of firm's goodwill, and that will be the assessment of your knowledge about the chapter of the valuation of goodwill. So make it very clear, you won't be having a separate question for the valuation of goodwill, rather it has been made as an adjustment to a question in the case of admission or retirement or death or whatever the case may be in the reconstitution of the firm. Make it very clear to you. Now we have discussed the second method, that is where the premium for goodwill is bringing cash and retained in the business. Hope so you have no any confusion in that. Whenever the premium is bring in by the new partner, premium for goodwill account is credited because it is a liability. Why it is credited? Because it is a liability. Please understand this point. It is a liability. Why it is considered as a liability? Why it is considered as a liability? Because it has to be distributed. It has to be distributed among sacrificing partner. Okay, it is a firm's obligation towards the sacrificing partner. That's why the premium for goodwill account is credited, and again when it has been distributed, premium for goodwill account is debited and the corresponding sacrificing partner's capital account has been duly credited. Hope so you have understood the topic right out here. Now we are coming with the third topic, and that is premium for goodwill bringing cash, and now it is not retained in the business, rather it has been withdrawn by the sacrificing partner. Means the amount of money has been given to the sacrificing partner and it will be withdrawn by the sacrificing partner. So we are going to have a change over here. Means premium for goodwill bringing cash and is withdrawn by the sacrificing partner. Hope so it is a very easy thing, and it is only an extension of point number 2. It is point number 3. It is an extension of point number 2 only. Very easy. Let us have the same example right out here what we are discussing before. C has been admitted and he has just bring in rupees 1 lakh as a share of capital and rupees 10,000 for his share of goodwill. Now the amount has been distributed and the premium for goodwill has been credited to the sacrificing partner's capital account. Now only we have a line over there being that the total amount of the premium for goodwill has been withdrawn by the sacrificing partner. What journal entry would be there? You are better understanding the journal entry and you can pass out the journal entry without my help, without my assistance. Yes, a third journal entry would be here, and it is only what? It is the withdrawal of amount of premium for goodwill. Already the premium for goodwill has been adjusted in the partner's capital account and now they are withdrawing that amount. Simple, it is an entry of drawings. What will be the entry? A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit to either cash if they are making the withdrawal in cash, or bank if they are making it through check. Simple as that. 5,000, 5,000, 10,000. In this case, they are withdrawing all the amount of the goodwill share. There can be a different case in which they are making only 50% withdrawal, 70% withdrawal, 80% withdrawal. So simply if they are making 50% withdrawal of this amount, then A's capital account debit 2,500 rupees, B's capital account debit 2,500 rupees to cash or bank. कितना हो जाएगा? 5,000 rupees. So hold on with this discussion over here, and now we are going to have the another effect and another treatment after this discussion. Please write down it in your copy. This is the next case when the premium for goodwill is bring in kind by the new or admitting partner or incoming partner. This is the case where the incoming partner is not bringing any amount in the form of cash or the check. Rather, he is bringing some of the assets from his previous business or some of his personal assets, and that assets are being introduced into our firm as by the new partner's contribution. The new partner's contribution is valued in terms of the asset. Now, for that, I have just designed a question here. A and B are the old partners and they are sacrificing in the ratio 2:1. Now C has been admitted as a new partner, and the C for his share of profit will be bringing to the organization, to bringing to the partnership firm a furniture worth rupees 1 lakh, vehicle worth rupees 50,000 and stock of rupees 40,000, and for that his capital contribution will be rupees 1 lakh and the share of goodwill premium for his capital contribution and for the further share of the future profits will be rupees 90,000. Means his share of goodwill premium in the firm is 90,000 rupees and his share of capital is rupees 1 lakh. Now we are going to have that discussion when the goodwill premium and the capital is brought in by the new partner in kind. What are the journal entries to be recorded in the books of the accounts? Though the journal entries as would be here. First journal entry for bringing in and recording all these assets and the capital and premium balance. The journal entry would be as the furniture is coming into the business, furniture account debit rupees 1 lakh, vehicle account debit rupees 50,000, stock account debit rupees 40,000 to C's capital account rupees 1 lakh, and to premium for goodwill account rupees 90,000. Now when this premium will be distributed among the sacrificing partners and the ratio of sacrifice has been given 2:1, the entry will be premium for goodwill account debit rupees 90,000 to A's capital account 90,000 into 2/3, that comes to 60,000, and to B's capital account 90,000 into 1/3, that is 30,000. being the amount of premium adjusted to the sacrificing partner's capital account. And now, as per the instruction given in the question, if the instruction has been given that this premium for goodwill has been withdrawn by the partner, you will just finally write out a journal entry for the withdrawal, that is A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit to cash or bank, or if no any information has been provided, if no any instruction has been provided, rather for the withdrawal of the goodwill by the sacrificing partner, this is the last journal entry which you had to pass. Okay, these are very simple treatments. You don't have to bother about any treatment, and the journal entries are as simple as what you have done in class 11. So though there is no any repercussion of this topic, this is the easiest most topic under the admission of the partner, and the other coming topics you have already studied about, and the topic is revaluation of assets and liabilities, you know about that topic. Okay, about the accumulated profits and the reserves, you know about that topic already in the change of PSR. So hold together, this was only a new topic which we have to discuss in the admission of partner, and believe me beta, this is the easiest one of the topic. So the chapter of admission is the easiest. It is nonetheless a very hard chapter. It is very easy chapter, and thus you have to just go on and have to solve the problems one to one through your reference book. That makes it easy, very easy for you to cover the total admission chapter. This is very easy chapter. Okay, now we have discussed for the premium of goodwill, bring in kind by the new partner. Whatever the assets have been brought in by the new partner would be debited in the partnership firm's book, and so correspondingly the capital account and the premium for goodwill account will be credited, and again the premium for goodwill will be redistributed among the sacrificing partner in the sacrificing ratio. The work upon here is that if you have to calculate the sacrificing ratio, this is your work, you have to calculate the sacrificing ratio if it is not given. And the second thing is that the valuation of goodwill, if it is not given, you have to calculate the valuation of the goodwill. Rest assured, the journal entries are not going to make any mistake. You are not going to make any mistake in the journal entries. The journal entries are not going to bother you anymore. Okay, then this is the case, and now we are going to have our last case, that is premium for goodwill is not bring in by the new partner in whole, or some amount of premium of goodwill is not bring in by the new or the incoming partner, and that would be the last topic under this discussion. And after that discussion you will be able to solve all the questions related to the treatment of goodwill. Hold on, please note this thing, and we are going to have that last discussion. Now the last thing is that premium for goodwill is not bring in by the new partner. If it has been bring in, it is bring in by the new partner in a partial amount. We have just left with the same example. A and B are the partners. Their sacrificing ratio is 2:1. Now C has to bring in. He has bring in the different assets in the form of furniture, rupees 1 lakh, vehicles. Now the value has been reduced to 25,000, in stock 20,000. The same is that for capital he has to bring rupees 1 lakh rupees, and for his share of premium of goodwill he has to bring 90,000 rupees. But due to lack of fund, he has brought out only 50% of the goodwill amount, that he has bought only 45,000. So in totality he has to bring rupees 1 lakh 90,000, but here he has bring in only 1 lakh 45,000. 45,000 of the rest amount of the premium of goodwill has not been bring in by the new or the incoming partner. The journal entry would remain the same. If it was in the case of cash, the entry would be cash or bank account debit rupees 1 lakh 45,000. To C's capital account rupees 1 lakh, to premium for goodwill only rupees 45,000. We can't credit rupees 90,000 because that amount has not been bring in by the new partner. He has bring in only 50% of the amount. Okay, now in this case only we have just debited the furniture account, vehicle account and stock account with the respective amount, and to be very specific, the premium for goodwill has been credited with only rupees 45,000 rather than with rupees 90,000, because we don't have the sufficient fund to credit the premium for goodwill account, because that amount has not been bring in by the new partner. Again, when we are distributing that amount, the thing is very simple. No any sacrificing partner is going to rescue his shares, no any sacrificing partner is going to lend his shares, and he will not accept that amount. He will have to accept that amount, that the incoming partner or the new partner has to repay that amount which is not bring in by the partner, and for that the partnership firm will debit the current account account or the capital account of the respective partner with the amount of, with the difference of the amount which he has not brought out. जो उसने पैसा नहीं लाया है वो पैसा उस पैसे से उसका कैपिटल या करंट अकाउंट को डेबिट कर देगी, बिकॉज sacrificing partner को पूरा पैसा चाहिए. No any sacrificing partner is going to have a amount less than what he is sacrificing. He is not going to settle at the amount which is less than his sacrificing portion. So both the partners need 60,000 and 30,000, but in case only rupees 45,000 has been bring in by the new incoming partner. That's why the firm has written over here, the firm has debited the capital account or the current account of the new partner as the case may be, and that 45,000 rupees has been recovered from that partner, is being recovered through the capital account. The capital balance of that partner is now not at rupees 1 lakh. It will be distributed, and it has just come down to 55,000, because the 45,000 of the balance of which has been left by the new or incoming partner, which is not taken by the new or incoming partner, has been recovered from his capital account, and his capital account is debited, and the total amount what should have to be distributed among the sacrificing partner, that has already been distributed among the sacrificing partner, and the next entry would remain the same. If the sacrificing partner wants to withdraw that amount, he can withdraw that amount, and if he don't want, then the next entry wouldn't follow. So wrapping up this whole topic, we are left with only one thing, that is the hidden goodwill adjustment that I will be going to discuss in the next video. That complete scenario I will be discussing in the next video. The total goodwill card treatment, the concept of the total treatment of goodwill has been discussed over here, and no any portion has been left over. First, paid privately. Second, goodwill, the amount of premium for goodwill has been given by the incoming partner, it is retained in the business. Third, it is given by the incoming partner, it is withdrawn by the sacrificing partner. Fourth, it is provided in kind. And fifth, agar balance, if the balance has not been totally, no balance has been provided, so in that case the premium for goodwill will not be credited, because no balance has been given, total will be adjusted from the capital account. And in case any partial balance has been paid by the partner, then that balance will be credited, and the difference which is left out will be adjusted through the capital or the current account of the incoming partners, the case may be. These are the 5 different cases in which we have to go on for the treatment of goodwill. Journal entries are very simple out there, very simple out there, and you have to just go on and pass the journal entries. What are the work that you have to do? You have to do 3 things. First of all, in a question, if the valuation is not given, you have to value the firm's goodwill. Then you have to calculate the shares of the gaining and the sacrificing partner, means the new partner's share, whatever we will have to bring. Third, you have to go on for the calculation of gaining and sacrificing ratio, if the case may be it is not given. And fourth, you have to check whether what case it is given, whether it is paid privately, no entry, whether it has been given by the incoming partner, it is retained in the business, or withdrawn by the partner, or it is given in kind, or it is a case of partial payment of the goodwill by the new or incoming partner. These are the different cases in which you have to go for the treatment of the journal entries. Now I am writing out the questions which you can solve from the different books, and you can just complete the total topic from here, the treatment of goodwill. Just wait and watch. We are going to write the topic which you can make out from your reference book. These are the questions which you can go from your reference book, and you can complete these questions from DK Goyal, that is illustration number 21 to 47 in same series of the question, that is 21 to 47, and from TS Grewal, if you are doing from TS Grewal, illustration number 18 to 33, and in the question series it is 19 to question number 40. This is very simple, very energetic, and you will just complete half of the portion of the admission of goodwill if you have just gone on with the treatment of goodwill. Half of the admissions chapter has been just completed once you will get complete this total questions. Okay, and we are left with what? We are left with hidden goodwill, revaluation, treatment of accumulated profits and reserves, and adjustment of capital, and thus our chapter will be halted out. ठीक है, तो यहाँ तक को देखने के लिए वीडियो को बहुत बहुत थैंक यू. आपने वीडियो को देखा. स्टे एट योर होम, स्टे सेफ, स्टे कनेक्टेड, स्टे कम्युनिकेटेड, एंड द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, डू योर होमवर्क आउटराइटली, बिकॉज इट विल हेल्प यू, नॉट मी. ठीक है, आपको लगता है कि ये सारी चीजें आपको पसंद आ रही हैं, इनको अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ में शेयर कीजिए, लाइक कीजिए, हमारे पेज को शेयर कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए द यूट्यूब चैनल को द बेसिक्स क्लासेस प्राइवेट लिमिटेड के। एंड इसी तरीके से फ्रेश धमाल कमाल एपिसोड के लिए बने रहिए हमारे साथ में और हमें मोटिवेट करते रहिए। टिल द नेक्स्ट वीडियो कम्स, स्टे ट्यून्ड एंड बाय बाय।